A significant turn in the Bloodline saga occurred on this week's SmackDown edition of WWE, when Solo Sikoa quietly left the arena shortly after entering. It all started when Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu interrupted Jimmy USO and Carmelo Hayes' bout. After Roman Reigns defeated Solo at the Ulafala, Solo made his return to the ring. Taking the microphone with him, he abruptly left the ring and never said a word as he departed the arena. Jacob Fatu's perplexed response suggests he may be dissatisfied with Sikoa's conduct, brought about by this action of hers. Subsequently, the Samoan werewolf said that Solo's silence was due to the unfavorable responses of the live audience. But Jacob Fatu may try to seize control of the new bloodline and recruit Journey Fatu to WWE to replace Solo Sikoa. In case you didn't know, Journey Fatu is really a member of Bloodline. At the moment, the 28-year-old superstar is grappling for indie promoters. Rikishi recently put Journey in the spotlight on his official Instagram account with a photo of him, leading many to speculate that this may be his WWE debut. Now is the perfect time for Triple H to bring Journey Fatu into the Bloodline saga, according to the current circumstances. The Samoan werewolf may lose the Ulafala as a plot point, since he is angry with Solo Sikoa for what he did, and because he lost against Roman Reigns. As a result, he could announce his faction takeover and present Journey Fatu as the new Ulafala holder. This perspective would do double duty. It would make sense to include the 320-pound real-life Bloodline member in the family drama, and it would also elevate Jacob Fatu by making him the faction's new leader. Jacob Fatu unleashed a fiery promo shortly after Solo Sikoa left the arena, claiming the new Bloodline was his to lose without the Ulafala. In the forthcoming Royal Rumble 2025 traditional bout, the Samoan werewolf may shortly announce his participation. The 32-year-old superstar may declare his ambition to revive Bloodline 2.0 by pledging to dominate the Rumble match. An excellent approach to include Jacob into the WWE Royal is for him to participate in the over-the-top rope combat. Storylines, fierce rivalries, and unexpected turns are the lifeblood of the fascinating WWE World Wrestling Entertainment Universe. Fans and critics alike frequently wonder how new recruits of Roman Reigns' Bloodline group will impact future stories, given the faction's presence in the news. Introducing 320-pound behemoth Jacob Fatu, whose wrestling pedigree is deep and whose explosive charm is just what WWE is looking for. Let's take a look at what may happen if WWE hired Jacob Fatu to replace Solo Sikoa, a storyline that has been one of the most interesting in wrestling recently. Wrestling aristocracy is familiar with Jacob Fatu. Being a descendant of the illustrious Wwe family, he is related to Roman Reigns, Jimmy and JUSO, and Solo Sikoa. Fatu has captivated viewers in Major League Wrestling, MLW, with his physical power and lethal attack, and he is known for his remarkable agility despite his gigantic girth. As he demonstrates his own technique, he pays tribute to the family's background with his final move, the Samoan Splash. Fatu is an ideal contender to enter the WWE limelight because to his towering stature and obvious charm. Jacob Fatu's possible arrival might add new drama to a group that is presently in upheaval, given the Bloodline's focus on domination and familial devotion. With his deadly Samoan spike and no-nonsense demeanor, Roman Reigns' enforcer Solo Sikoa has kept the family's stranglehold on WWE scene. But if the plot changes and he leaves, Fatu may be able to make an entrance. Controversy within the Bloodline might be one such explanation. A rift has been growing inside the Reigns family as Roman Reigns has become more reclusive and dominant. As Solo Sikoa becomes more frustrated with Reigns' deception, she may eventually snap and have a violent altercation. After refusing to obey instructions, Solo may be banished or decide to leave on his own terms. But either way, he will have left. Roman Reigns needs a new enforcer, someone intense, loyal, and strong, to bring order to the Bloodline after Solo's departure. Jacob Fatu is here. There may be an air of secrecy about his entrance. Envision a string of short stories, building suspense, as a hostile group dedicated to the chief's plan approaches. Footage of violent fights, mysterious inscriptions about family history, and Samoan tattoos would pique interest. A high-stakes match may be the setting for the big announcement. Just picture Roman Reigns taking on an incredibly formidable opponent, while the fate of the bloodline hangs in the balance. A new entrance tune starts blasting as the lights go down and Reigns seems vulnerable. With an intimidating entrance, Jacob Fatu destroys Roman's opponent and then stands firmly by his cousin's side. If Fatu were to team up with Reigns, it would rock the WWE Universe to its core. His return gives the group its legendary status overnight, but it also begs the issue of why he's there and how far he'll go to demonstrate his allegiance. The Bloodline's dynamic would change drastically if Jacob Fatu joined the group, and not just because he would replace Solo Sikoa. Fatu, in contrast to Solo's gloomy stillness, may inject a more erratic and unpredictable vitality. The USOs, who may mistrust their cousin Fatu's motives due to this unpredictability, may get enraged and cause tension with Fatu. Jimmy, Jay, and Fatu's animosity may provide the foundation for an interesting inner conflict. Although Roman Reigns uses Fatu's allegiance to keep control, the USOs may wonder whether Fatu is really an ally to the family or just a tool in Reigns' power games. A multitude of opportunities arise with such a plot. Rekindled sibling rivalry. Jacob Fatu's unwavering support for Reigns has the potential to drive a wedge between him and his other cousins. In a plot that involves the USOs trying to gain Fatu's confidence while simultaneously undercutting Roman's authority, the family strife would intensify. Fatu may begin to doubt Reigns' leadership as a result of his intimidating presence, which might spark a power struggle. As Fatu becomes weary of being the enforcer, she may sow the seeds of discontent that might lead to a quarrel that undermines the very structure of the bloodline. Jacob Fatu's entrance into WWE would impact more than just the bloodline. He has the physique and charisma to be a formidable opponent in the main event. With Fatu's arrival, exciting new pairings may begin. Picture a feud between Fatu and major artists like Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, or Seth Rollins. Because of his speed and strength, he would have great chemistry with many different opponents in the ring. In the early going, Fatu might act as Roman Reigns' bodyguard while he holds the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. But the temptation of winning the title might lead him astray in the long run. Battles between factions. The Bloodline and other groups like the Judgment Day or the Imperium may come to blows. These clashes would be spectacles not to be missed because to Jacob Fatu's aggressive personality. Though it would revitalize the Bloodline plot, swapping out Solo Sikoa for Jacob Fatu would cast doubt on Solo's future. WWE may use this chance to reimagine Sikoa as a revenge-seeking lone wolf. The redemption quest of Han Solo, in which he seeks to destroy the bloodline he once served, would make an interesting television.